Hey everyone, my name is Brian Chung, and in this video, we'll be talking about how to grow your online business and get your first 100 customers. This is my first YouTube video. Hope you enjoy. Over the past 4 years, my team and I have been able to grow our business about 300% every year, and today I want to go over some tips on how to do that. Without customers, you don't have a business. Getting the first customer is great, but until you get past the 100 customer mark, you will always remain a hobby. We'll be going through the 5 things to get your first 100 customers. Those 5 things are: build your customer profile, understanding the marketing funnel, create messaging for each part of the funnel, create a strategy for each part of the funnel, and work backwards. Before we jump in, if you find this information helpful and valuable to you, don't forget to like and subscribe and stay until the end to hear about the actual tools that I use to grow my business. All right, let's dive right in. So number 1, in order to get your first 100 customers, you need to know who your customer is and build your customer profile. A customer profile consists of a couple things: demographics, your age, income, gender, but also psychographics, values, opinions, attitudes, and lifestyles. What are the things that they care about? What other brands do they shop at? How do they shop? Here's an example of a customer profile. A 25 to 35-year-old woman that has kids. She has an average household income of $50,000 to $150,000 and is college educated. She enjoys reading books, fashion, travel, pets, and gift giving. She shops at brands like Warby Parker, Allbirds, Lululemon, Peloton, Away Suitcases, and Apple. Understanding your customer profile helps you make better marketing and sales decisions. So after this, the next step is to understand the marketing funnel. There are many more layer types to the marketing funnel, but in its simplest form, it's awareness, consideration, and purchase. It's a funnel because you start with awareness and it funnels down to purchase. Why this marketing funnel is so important is that there's a marketing rule of 7 that states that people need to hear the advertiser's message at least 7 times before they'll take action to buy the product or service. I'll say that again. There's a marketing rule of 7 that states that people need to hear the advertiser's message at least 7 times before they take action to buy the product or service. A lot of times people come in thinking that people are going to buy after the first email or the first Facebook ad they see, but when in fact people need multiple rounds of hearing from you and your business before actually making a buying decision. Why this funnel is also so important is because it helps you give a framework of how to think about the customer journey. The messaging and the strategy that works for awareness isn't the same messaging and strategy needed right before a customer makes a purchase. There are 3 parts to the marketing funnel: awareness, consideration, and purchase. Let's keep going. Number 3 on how to get your first 100 customers is to create messaging for each part of the funnel. As I said, each part of the funnel needs different messaging. The messaging for someone that is not aware of your product is going to be different than the messaging of someone who has heard about your product and is considering buying it. For example, I want you to think about a product that took you a while to purchase recently, and what was that process like for you? For me, I saw an ad on Facebook introducing me to a weighted blanket. The ad tells me that it will help me with my sleep, a problem that I have. I've never heard about this blanket, but now I'm in the awareness phase. I've seen the ad a couple times. I visited their website. I have a need for it. I want to sleep better, but the thing I want to know is, will it work for me? I moved from the awareness phase to the consideration phase. So I'm interested in reading the reviews. I'm interested in the return policy in case I don't like it. And if the reviews are good, if they have a great return policy, I'll pull the trigger. Getting the same ad over and over again, telling me this blanket will help me go to sleep, becomes less and less effective once I've reached the consideration part of the funnel. Rather, I need messaging telling me how everyone loves it or giving me peace of mind if for some reason I don't like it. Creating messaging for each part of the funnel will help you get your first 100 customers. Number 4, create strategies for each part of the funnel. Not only do you need messaging for each part of the funnel, but planning and thinking through the strategy will also be different. I want you to think through a moment of something that you bought recently that you have never heard of before. How did you hear about it? What was that journey like for you? What was the strategy they used to help you move down the funnel? Did they follow you all over online? Was it an email? Was it an SMS text? For my business, these are the strategies that have worked for us as we think through each part of the funnel. For awareness, The strategies that we use to reach our customers that are not aware of our product are Facebook and Instagram ads, search engine optimization, which is optimizing each website for certain keywords that people are searching for, Google search ads, PR, or public relations, which is just having the press write stories about you, influencer marketing, and TikTok social media posts. For consideration, we use email, SMS, social media retargeting ads, which are basically retargeting people who have interacted with an ad or clicked on our website, and we also use organic social media posts. We also see our website as part of our overall sales strategy. We have a bunch of reviews on our website. We let people know that there is a no question asks return policy. Basically, anything to help drive people from consideration to purchase. What is the strategy going to be for you? Here's a list of a variety of different strategies that you can use for your business. Feel free to screenshot this for next time. And number 5, the last thing that you need to do to get your first 100 customers is to work backwards. The marketing funnel is a funnel, right? So you start with a large amount of folks gaining awareness, that moves to a smaller amount of people who are considering, and then an even smaller amount of those who are buying. But what is that percentage breakdown? Do 50% of people that hear about your product end up buying? Is it 25%? What percentage of customers buy after visiting a website? Have any guesses? On average, it's 2%. And here's a chart showing the breakdown by industry. Okay, so typically, we count everyone that has went onto our website as someone that has moved to consideration. So if you want 100 customers, we work backwards. How many people do you need to visit your website? We need 5,000 visitors. And then we work backwards again. In terms of awareness, how many people see an ad before they click on it? On average, it is 1%. And here's the breakdown by industry. So if I want 5,000 visitors, I need 500,000 people to see my ad. So now you need to start thinking about cost. How am I going to get 500,000 impressions? How much does it cost to reach 500,000 people? Here's an example. It'll cost me $5,000 to reach 500,000 people. In the ad space, they'll talk a lot about CPM, which is cost per 1,000 impressions. So if it costs me $10 per CPM, that's $5,000. Usually, the cost per impression is a little bit more expensive in the middle, so I put $20 per 1,000 impressions, which gives me a cost of $100. And so it costs me $5,100 for 100 purchases. My cost to acquire one customer is $51. So on the right-hand side, if my average order value per customer is 100, my cost of goods sold, or COGS, which includes shipping, is $30, and my CTA, which is my cost to acquire, is $51, then I'm netting $19 per customer. And here's when you need to start thinking about the funnel strategically. How can I get my costs lower? Or how can I drive up my conversion rate? Are there other things I can do? Is my funnel profitable? Do I care more about growth or profitability? It's easy to get people aware of your product. Just keep paying a bunch of money for ads. But the question is, will your company still be profitable? Bonus time. Lastly, before we end this video, I wanted to give you 3 bonus tools that I found helpful when it comes to getting my first 100 customers. Here they are. Number 1, Quantcast is a great app that you can install on your website. You can find key data like shopping affinity and brand affinity. This is helpful as you think through your customer and continue to refine your customer profile. More practically, this really helps us in ad targeting. Number 2, MailChimp and Klaviyo are 2 email newsletter makers that we've used and are fantastic. These are both very good. We started off with MailChimp but have since moved to Klaviyo. But the main thing here is that you want to make sure you have automated emails at each part of your funnel. So when someone signs up for our email list, we give them 10 emails that are scheduled throughout the month with the same messaging and storytelling. We want to tell each customer the same story of the brand. We want to help them move from consideration to purchase, so we built that in. Another thing we do is we have automated abandoned cart email flows. Once someone adds something into their cart, they will get 3 emails within the next 3 days encouraging them to purchase. These people are so close and sometimes they need a little nudge. Almost every major company does this, and I've learned so much by just subscribing to a bunch of email lists from similar websites that I think my customers shop at. This helps inform my strategy. And number 3, Facebook Ad Library. It'll tell you all the ads of everyone advertising on Facebook and Instagram. I do this to see what my competitor is doing or people in the similar space. It gives me ideas and lets me see what's working for these different companies. So these are the 5 things and a little bonus on how to get your first 100 customers. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Don't forget to like this video. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to get notified of our newest video. Until next time, this is Brian Chung. Peace.